morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It would be the first day we have advisory, but we're doing that after break, so I canceled mine. I don't know if everybody else did too. I am teaching you about paying bills today because somebody asked me for how to balance a checkbook, which is a super antiquated, which means super old way of doing things. And I might offend some parents or grandparents by making this video, but it really is. Because what used to happen is to buy anything, you'd either have cash, your card, or a checkbook. And so people would have, did you? Yeah, they told us to worry about it after spring break, so. So you'd have your checkbook, you would fill it out, and you guys, it's Calc Squad's back. I'm so excited about this. You would write it down in a checkbook. And so when you balanced your checkbook, you would have all the things that you think you spent money on, and then you'd have a thing from the bank that said all the things that you actually spent money on. That's what you balanced your checkbook for. You were like, oh, I missed $300. Where did that go? Or so-and-so didn't cash the check yet. I should check in with them. That was doing your checking or your balancing your checkbook. You don't do that anymore. I just jumped right in because I'm mad at my cat right now. Because do you see this? He like attacked me and I put him outside because he's a jerk. So I'm like starting, but I usually wait a little bit for people to shuffle in. So let's go back to talking about advisory and then I'll come back to this. Yeah, I gave my advisory class an assignment of where they had to figure out what their time was going to be spent on. So they have to make a copy of it and then figure out what their teacher's office hours are. Hopefully that helps them. I also posted it in your Google Classrooms. I need a Calc Squad Google Classroom so I can share things with you too. That way you guys can figure out when you're spending time on certain things, because it's a hard thing to navigate, both keeping yourself on task and also doing your homework still and all the other stuff. So we'll see if any of my kids did it. I did host my advisory just in case anybody missed my memo that we weren't going to do it right away. Hi, Emily. But we nobody came, so they heard it. Where's the link? Use the old one. I forgot. Yeah, really? Okay. I got you. It's also a work in progress. Teachers are still adding their office hours to it, but there is a document. So I will do that. When my cat jumped all over me, freaking tea spilled everywhere. So now I have wet post-it notes, but office hours to Calc Squad. Got you. Yeah, we're getting a lot of information and we're getting it from different people and we're doing lots of different things. So we're not all on the same page yet, which is fine. It's fine. But you know, sometimes it's stressful. And to combat my stress, I started embroidering with what I have at home. And I've been buying things. I got new earrings too. Look at this. It's called a crawler. Yeah, it's a play. Plus my office hours were wrong on the document. I just checked this morning. I was like, wait, that's the wrong time. Yeah, I forgot to put the link on the Google Classroom, so Lexi's a little late, but it's fine. It's my bad. I also had a meeting just now at 10. They were like, let's have one all the time. Victor, I'm going to be super straight with you. I have no idea. I have a feeling we're not. But I have no insider information. Nobody knows anything. But I just have a feeling. The issue is if we go back too early, we're just gonna spike the coronavirus and start all over again. So we really have to stay out until enough people have gotten it and we prove that there's an immunity once you're done, like once you have the antibodies, or we find some sort of cure or vaccine. Those are the things that'll hallmark us going back. But we might, because there was the school. Where was that? Shoot, there was a college where they made everybody go back, and then everybody got sick. But there's a chance. I know. Also, our stay home, stay safe order has been extended at least till the end of April, and so I don't even know if we'll be going back on the 27th if we go back. So it'd probably be like May if we did. I hate breaking the news when I can't see your faces. I love you. Oh, you're all the best. I miss teaching. You guys, I had like a mental breakdown last night. Where I was like, I'm just sitting at home talking to myself in the computer. Do you have to retake the year? Can you imagine being a senior having to retake senior year? I don't think we're gonna do that. We're giving you stuff to do, so we're giving you grades and things. Well, I am so sorry to hear that, Emily. It's okay. He'll come back. It'll be good. Yeah, we're all good. I'm just sitting in my house talking to myself. It's fun. It's okay. My cat sucks. I'm mad at him. He like scratched my face and my chest. Oh, interesting. What if you have the jerkiest parent? I should just come to my normal office hours. Nobody comes to those. No, that'll work. You guys made a calc squad. What's the thing? Meet, and then I had a meeting, so I couldn't even hang out. Whatever. I should share my terrible schedule with you. It's rough. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It'll be okay. I mean, you could just come back next year. Just be seniors again. Retake. We're all gonna be all messed up. Yeah, keep Justin Bieber safe. That's my hashtag line. KGBS. Keep Justin Bieber safe. I feel like KGB, it's like that Russian thing. I shouldn't. Somebody's gonna tag me on YouTube as a hooligan. All right. I did my stalling. We're good. Yeah, your first quarter of college might just be online. Well, nobody wants to be responsible for causing everybody to be sick. So, no Victor. You guys, let's talk about paying bills. Let's get back into it. Somebody asked me so nicely. I'm getting into it now. If I could talk about, I'm gonna repeat what I said in the beginning just in case I have some skippers. Skip the good stuff. I'm getting comfortable. Somebody asked me if I could show you how to balance a checkbook. I'm not gonna do that because here's what balancing a checkbook was, and I'm sorry for those of you who were here in the beginning. Back in the day, you wrote a check for most things, like probably 30% of what you bought. And people in the grocery store still do this sometimes, but they've gotten away with it because they don't trust the credit cards when they first came out, so they still wrote checks. Whatever. And so what would happen is you would write down in your checkbook how much you spent or how much you got, and then at the end of the month your bank would send you a letter that said, here's what you spent, here's what you got. And balancing the checkbook is checking them against each other. We don't do that anymore because of online banking. So We switched from paying with checks almost all the time. We switched from paying with checks to paying with cards. Yeah, it freaking takes forever. And sometimes they like pre-write it, but they still have to like handwrite. And I'll show you, because what I'm doing is I'm not going to show you how to balance a checkbook. What I'm doing is I'm going to show you how to pay bills. And it's April 1st and I have to pay bills anyways. So it kind of works out. So I'm going to show you 3 ways that bills are paid nowadays, because I do all 3. So I'm just going to do all 3. So we don't balance checkbooks anymore because banks are online. I can log in right now on my phone that's at 11%, 6%. Emails from school all the time. And see what I spent recently, because it has pending and it has gone through and it has all this stuff. So I don't need to do that. I don't need to balance my checkbook and check it, because I know in my head what I spent and I can look online. The other thing that balancing a checkbook used to be good for was fraud. Like, let's say somebody has your checkbook and they start sending checks off. And at the end of the month, your bank statement comes in. Hey, you overdrafted. Then you would know that it wasn't you. So you could check. But now we have, again, phones for that. And then you also didn't want to spend more than you had. So if you kept writing checks, you wouldn't know. But now, again, we could just log in online. So we don't balance checkbooks anymore. We just don't. So let's pay bills. I'm going to show you, I have a lot of bills that I pay. I'm going to show you one of each type. So first of all, switch over to the internet. Let me pop up my internet tab. The one that I have that I can actually, like, they don't show me a lot of things is Comcast. The other ones I have to like black out a bunch of stuff, and that's just kind of gross. What it might show. Okay, good. So here's, first of all, my first name. But luckily for me, they don't show my full account numbers. I don't have to block that out or anything. But what I'm going to do is, all I do is I come on here and make a payment. I do have automatic payments set up just in case I forget one, but I always pay them as soon as I get paid. That way I don't have to worry about it. You can see the whole screen? No, sorry. Let me fix that for you, because I'm super smart with this system now and I can actually do these things. But I have to fix it and then I have to show you. There we go. Ooh. Is that my card information? No. Okay. So what I do is I just say, hey, every month I owe Comcast $54.95. That's for my internet. That's it. I don't have TV through Comcast or anything like that. So $54.95 is my basic internet. Here's my already in there payment method. Press continue. Submit. Done. My grandmother would have to write a check out for all this. Bless her heart. Okay. So that's paying bills online. I do that for Comcast, my phone company, and my PUD, which is my water. I don't pay sewer, garbage, water. Or power, sorry. Water, sewer, garbage is paid by my landlord. I did it. So those 3 things I pay on there. The other thing that I pay is my rent. And I don't pay my rent on anything fancy, because my landlord's a person that exists in the world that just happens to own my house. So, where's my checkbook? Let's break down a checkbook for you really quick. Also, I set up my document camera at home so I could do my lessons online. So it's over here. Okay, so on a checkbook, I blocked out all the super information. So here's my information. If this is not up to date, you do have to fix it. Okay, like a cashier will make you change it. This is check number 276. It's not the 276th check that I've written. It's certainly not close to that. They just start at a certain number and then they count up in a checkbook and then they jump to a different number. But it's the same number that's also down here. This would have been super important for when I had a checking account, or sorry, when I had a checkbook, because then I would have to write down what check number it was, so that way I clarify that it was actually that one. I blacked out the routing number, and I blacked out the account number. So the routing number is my bank, specifically. Everybody at my bank has the same routing number. And then this is my account number at the bank, which is blocked out. But they have these cool kind of type font, and this type font is so that way every number is very unique. There was a movie a long time ago that I watched when I was growing up, that was Catch Me If You Can, which, super good, super old. But he would change these numbers so that way they bounced around the country, and then once they figured out he was gone, or figured out it was fraud, he would be gone. So here's how we pay out a check. I'm just gonna make up something because I don't actually want to show you. I didn't want to like black it out and then have to do it again. So here's my landlord. The date is 4/1/2020. It's 4/20 all month long. I'm gonna pay the order of my landlord, whose name I would actually write down here, but I'm just gonna say landlord. That's not how we'd actually write it, but you know. My rent is $9.75. So what you do is you write the $9.75 and then do the fraction of whatever the cents are. And the reason you do that is because first of all, you want to fill up that whole little box, so that way they can't add any zeros. And then you also don't want to put .00 because then they can change that to a comma and write an extra zero on it, right? So we want to be super careful that somebody can't manipulate our checks to be more money than we're actually spending. And then over here we write it. We write $975, and I write and 00 over 100 because that's the cents part, no parts of the 100. And then we write the line all the way to the end. That way they can't fill in like $975,000, right? They can't write the word thousand in there to match the commas that they put in. We don't do that. And then I usually just write rent April because that's my April rent. For my car payment, I use a check too, even though I shouldn't. I should have done that online, but its papers got lost, so I just keep writing checks. I would write the account number of my loan, my car loan, but here I just write April rent. You don't really need to write the for part. She knows it's for rent for this month. What sometimes happens is you'll have a yellow paper underneath that will take the imprint of it, and then that's basically you telling yourself why you wrote this check, and then I would sign it. And that's how I write a check. And I totally spaced grabbing an envelope. I'll pretend like this is my envelope. So I would rip that off. I'm not gonna, because my underneath is the account routing number. I don't want that kind of information to be on YouTube forever. You can't really do much with it. No, that's not true. You can get people to people can steal your information. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to write void on this, which means that it's no longer a good check. Nobody can use it against me. But I would rip it off and I would put it in my envelope. This is totally my envelope. Because here's how we write for mail. Your name goes up here. Address. This is not technically necessary. You don't need to write your own information on an envelope. This is the back of the envelope, by the way, so this will be the front. This is only if they can't deliver it and you want it back. Okay, so if you want your mail back, you would write it here. And then I would write my landlord's information, their address, and then, you know, like city, state, zip. You just need the 5 numbers of the zip code. You don't need the rest, city, state. You don't need like the dash whatever. It's not necessary. The mail will take it there. And then the important part that I didn't realize is that the stamp has to go up here. I thought it could be anywhere, but this stamp, you know how QR codes have that little box in the bottom corner that helps orient it? This stamp does the same thing for the envelope. It orients, it helps the automatic feeders read where it's all going, so that way nobody has to do it by hand, so mail gets there a lot faster. So the stamp is like the orientation for the machine. Who knew? Now you know. Earlier than 30. You're welcome. So I would put this in here, send it off. That's how you write a check and also mail it. Getting rid of so many adulting things at once. I'm so sorry if you already know all of this. I'm trying really hard to figure out what I didn't know when I was your age and what I wish somebody frickin' told me. Okay. Last thing I'm going to do is pay my cell phone bill. I only have 5% internet, or 5% phone, but what I do is I go to my contacts, and my phone actually already comes with this this contact in there for paying my bill. Oh, if you don't put a stamp on it, it doesn't go anywhere. And usually they'll like just give it back to you and tell you to put a stamp on it. If you don't put enough of a stamp on it, like if you use the stamps that are actually money and not the forever stamps, which most people do anyways now, they'll make the person pay to get the mail from you. Like they'll have to pay the excess. Nobody wants to be that person. Don't be that person. Alright, so I'm going to call to pay my bill on speakerphone. It'll be terrible, but this is how easy it is.
Welcome to AT&T's Express Pay line for wireless service.
It's thinking. It's like a thinking noise.
Your account balance is $91.78.
That's them paying off my phone still.
Press star. To make a payment, press 1. To pay the total amount, press 1. To make a payment using the MasterCard ending in 3084 you used for your last payment, press 1. To complete your payment of $91.78 using your MasterCard, press 1. To repeat the... Please wait while your request is being processed. Thank you for your payment of $91.
Done. So that's the last way, and then it sends me both an email and a text saying, "Hey, here's your information, just in case you want to make sure that it went through. Here's your confirmation number." So that was done. I just paid most of my bills. I didn't actually. I still need to pay my PUD. I had to set up multiple things for that, so that way all the important information was blacked out, but I decided just not to do that on air because it's the same as my other bill, same as Comcast, just done. And then, oh gosh, Emily's same. And so that's how I pay all my bills. And then I write 2 checks. I write one for my landlord and one for my car payment. And then I mail those off, which I'm going to do that like after this. But that's it. That's how you pay your bills. That's why we don't balance checkbooks anymore. Because all of that's immediately now in my bank, and the only 2 things I have to keep track of are the 2 checks that I write out. And I just need to know that I don't have that money anymore. Even though it's still my account, it's not mine. It's on their way. It's on the way to the correct people. So then what they do is they take the check. I should show you this too, actually. They take the check. Let's say I'm the landlord now. Here. No, it's fine. I was going to switch my face so I could like talk to myself, but I'm the landlord. I just got this check from my favorite renter. So what I do is I take the back, we sign it. It says endorse here. I sign the check. I can either take all the checks down to the bank and upload them, or I can use remote deposit. My phone bank lets me take a picture of this, and then it's like released within 2 days. Release means I actually get it. If I wanted it faster, I would have to go to the bank, but I don't need the money immediately. I can wait 2 days. This is actually a newer thing, is this check here part. They didn't used to come like that, so I used to just write on there that I did that. Thanks, best Brenter ever. I pay all my bills on time and I don't make a stink. I had a landlord that I told you this story. She was so mad at me. Otherwise, I'm the best renter ever. That's it. That was me paying my bills in 20 minutes. Actually 10, because I talked for 10 minutes. So you have no excuses now in the real world on what you're doing. Any other questions? Ask me your questions. We're having a side conversation about what we're doing to not be bored. I bought embroidery hoops, and I'm starting cross stitch. I messed up, like I did it down here and then I messed up, so I just started somewhere else. Normally we don't use burlap for cross stitch. Not usually a thing we do. But I don't have the cross stitch fabric and I don't want to buy it, so whatever. And I got cool earrings. This one's too big though. It's like a up here one. It keeps falling off in the bar. Super cool. I'm so excited these came in today. I wasn't expecting them. Came super fast. And I've been teaching people. Yesterday I did all my lessons for the Monday after break because I just happened to have some free time. So. Then I had a meeting at 10, so I didn't get the text off until like 10 something. Clever didn't work. Yeah, email me a homework, email me your homework, or Liz. I need to figure out some system for that homework though, because I have so many emails now of people doing their homework and I'm gonna lose some of them. So I left the house to get pizza 2 days ago, so I was just going crazy cooking at home all the time. And I was like, should I go to the grocery store now or later? And I decided to go later, so I have another reason to go. But people with stamps or whatever from the government they just came in, so I'm giving them a chance to buy food before I go. So probably, let's say probably Friday I'll go get groceries again, because I'm running out of milk and cereal. Yeah, if you do that, just email it to me. When I grade it the Monday after break, because that's when it's due technically, make sure that I have it in there and just email me again email me with the same email if I don't see it. Quarantined. Luckily you have this human interaction right here. You're welcome. D&D has been online. I've been wanting to craft more things, but then I keep having stupid meetings all the time. They're great meetings. They're super useful. It's fine. They're actually super useful. Sometimes they're just like, we don't know yet. What do you want us to ask? Same thing I emailed you about a week ago. I can. Some people would not have it turned in because they'd be doing it on big ideas like I'm hoping for. We'll see. We'll see what I can do. I could do a Google question or something, and maybe that'll be either did you do your homework on big ideas or did you do it here, and then upload if so. That could work. That could be a thing. I had my office hours for a whole hour on Monday, but it was the first day, so nobody came because nobody knows when office hours are. So I just got work done. I just made some assignments for a different class for Bridge. Nobody from Bridge is here. I also ordered a new mug. It's coming soon. Excited. Keep buying things online so I have a reason to go to the mailbox other than bills. Actually, I don't even get bills in the mailbox. I could, or have it be worth no points. Ooh. I'll do that. I should do that before you email it to me. These are weird questions. Not weird, but like it's a weird world. Because normally I would just grade it on test day, but I also, in Algebra 1, I made a optional assignment where you can show me your homework from the last chapter we did in class that I never collected because I never did a test on it. So I might do that for Algebra 2 so you can get some points from the stuff that we did in class. I'm doing my office hours over, it's called Zoom. That's when, it's kind of like this, but like all your faces are here too. So that way I'm not just talking to my beautiful face, I'm talking to yours too. So it's video chat stuff. I could have just said that. And those are all linked in the Google Classroom. On the, if you go over one to not stream classwork, there's one that says introduction, there's office hours on there. A lot of links. There's 3 different links because I could, like it's all, every Monday has the same link, but I couldn't do like Monday and Thursday with the same link, so. If you have any questions, you can come and visit me. I might even be able to check off homework there. Like make myself a system and just check it off. That could work. It's a weird world. I'm learning new things. I'm learning so many new things. I really am. What do you mean edit? I'm supporting a local artist by getting an avatar made of my face so that way I can have like a picture for the Corvid courses. I'm excited. She's making me look like a Pokemon trainer. I'm so excited. Because if you've noticed, Corvid courses are these, but I've also added my Algebra 1, Algebra 2, and I'm going to be adding Bridge to this same channel. So I need something that's more encompassing. And I did colors I actually like. I don't mind this color, but I did it just specifically because it was brighter. I don't know what you mean by editing celebrities. They're all online. Just look them up. It's fine. Cool, I'll be able to see this. This is such a weird world. Okay. Nope, nothing yet. We will see what happens. And Victor, you were super quiet after I told you my bad feeling. No, you talked to me about your checking experiences. Interesting. I'll make sure it's in your classroom. So you're in 8th period now, I think. Yeah. I'll double check that. I'm not gonna do it right now because I'm gonna get distracted by my computer and all the emails I have, but I also think I scared people away by saying balancing checkbooks. They were like, I don't need to know this. You're right. You're right, you don't. Maybe I will, so I'm already open. 8th period. Actually, here, let me show you with my internet. Classwork. Information. So it should be here. Yeah, so if you go under classwork, oops. I made it small on accident. You go to classwork under information office hours, it says these ones, and so you just click the Zoom link. And it should pop up just fine. There's no password or anything, but it'll try to download something for you, which is fine. If it doesn't work, I will absolutely I'll absolutely go back and try Meet or something. I just don't, Meet keeps freaking out on me, so I haven't been using it. I don't know what your teachers are using. We don't even know what we're using. Oh, Emily. Emily, the 0 needs to be background removed. Just saying. But I like how his signature's up in the cloud and decent. Okay. I think I'm good for the day. Hopefully I helped some questions answered. Hopefully one day when you get to pay bills, you'll remember this or come back and watch how cool I am. And then we'll figure it out from there. So I should wait for a little bit just in case you have any questions. It was a sticker. Yeah, but it's a lame sticker. Just kidding. Okay. I will see you Friday. I might even get a chance to talk about college funding. I have to look stuff up for that because I was a lucky duck, but I'll figure it out for you. And then we will get through that together. I'm gonna go do that thing where I show you the outro.